Hello, welcome. This is just going to be a review and some ramblings about my trades today, the 18th of July. So, the gist of today, and the general theme again of what I've been working with, dealing with the past few weeks, is these changes, these modifications to how I'm trading. And it comes from a place of wanting to refine something that already works, something that I was profitable with how I was trading before, but I felt like there were certain things I could do to refine it and fine tune whatever I was doing and try and optimize my risk and my profit taking because I was leaving a lot of money on the table or I was taking on unnecessary risks. So that's the gist of today, and what I'm dealing with here. So trade one, and you're gonna see from today that a lot of inexcusable mistakes, a lot of trades that I'm taking that I would have never taken 2 weeks ago, that I would have never taken this year. That's really just outside of my edge, outside of what I look for in a good trade, and I think it stems from me. I think these are just symptoms of me trying to change a lot of things at once and working out through what exactly is my new edge, what exactly is my entry trigger, right? Because my entry trigger for the longest time has always been, okay, I'm buying long above bull bars when it goes above the previous bar, and I'm selling short below the previous bar if it goes below the previous bar. And I don't really have that now. Now it's much more, you can use the word artistic or discretionary. It's not so robotic, but the reality is that when it's a lot less concrete, it becomes more difficult to discern. All right, where is it just flush, and where is it just fluff, and where are there actual things going on that I need to be paying attention to. So let's review. Trade one, I believe, was this channel here. Comes down, breaks out, and this is a mistake that I literally made yesterday. That I went before taking this trade. I went back and I saw the mistake yesterday, and I said, don't make that same mistake again. And I made the same mistake again. Like, what the hell? And the problem with that is just like, man, oh man, why am I doing that again? I feel like I conquered a lot of those issues in the past, and it stems from me having a lot less clear idea of what I want right now. And the reason I'm making these changes, first and foremost, is that it allows me to significantly reduce my risk by, sometimes more than 50%. And also, that's apart from the entries, then I'm also going for larger targets, 2R, 3R, 5R, things like that. So I'm trying to find a little bit better of a balance than what I was doing before. Continuing on. This right here, I entered long on this on this white circle here. It was just that one candle. I call it an auto OCBNR, the break and retest. One candle break and retest. And that's what this is. And you can't really do that here, at least from my experience. And I know better. But once you have this double wick and it comes down like this, the moment it goes from red to green, I can long. And before I was longing, I would have longed above, like, let me just get this out of the way. This is annoying. I would have just been longing like here, right? Or above here. But now I'm longing here with a stop here. But before I was longing here with a stop here. You see the difference, right? But you see that when I'm longing here per se, I have much less confirmations. And that's the sacrifice, that's the trade-off, right? But I really think that this is going to be the optimal way in the future. But here, this is a mistake where I'm not as clear on what the trigger for an entry is, and I'm kind of just flopping around. And once I saw this come in, wick down, turn from red to green, I was like, oh my! After I had gotten stopped out, I was like, oh my gosh, there's the long, there's a beautiful long. And it was. So trade one, right direction, stopped out by like 2 or 3 points. Damn it, right? And this is this is going to be a symptom of trading on such tight risk. It's going to make things harder for me, but it's also going to reduce my downside risk. Because 2-3 points on M and Q is what, like a tenth of a 2-minute candle, 10% of a 2-minute candle. So you really just need the market to go with you immediately. I mean, this is Eric's. This is what I mean by, like, I'm trying to really embody that Eric style of trading, because I feel like I'm much more comfortable with a lot of other things. But anyways, trade 2. This is inexcusable. The first, this is number 1 of 3, just total what the heck kinds of trades, where there was never a bear bar. The algo wasn't even drawn properly. This is not even my edge. This is just me going for the tightest, most sniper, insane entry possible that I'm not even used to ever taking, and just, trying to find out what the hell is going to happen. And of course, I went to shit. I can't do anything. That I made this mistake here, and I did it 2 more times, and that was the issue today. So this trade, not my edge, not what I look for, not anything really. Just a really big mess up, fuck up, yeah, whatever. Here again, same exact idea. Not even the algo. This teal algo has been redrawn. I drew it incorrectly first, so I was just basing it off of this. Old me would have never taken this trade. Old me would have never taken this trade. We never went above this bull bar, so there was no reason to long. I would have never entered there, and there was never a bear bar to short below, so I would have never entered short. Also, this huge sell-off right into the retest. I long right on here. The moment we go from green to red to green, stop below here, stop that immediately. What was I expecting there? I don't know. I don't know what I was trying to pull off. I deserved the loss there. Nothing else to really say for those mistakes. And while we're at it, let's just cover trade 6. Same exact thing. Old me would have never longed here because we never went above this bull bar. I would have simply just stayed out of the trade. It was just, again, big bear bar right into here. Same mistake, again, big bear bar right into here. Try and long, stop below here, super tight, immediately stopped out. I get what I deserve. Let's do trade 4 now. This was good. This was what I'm looking for. This is an example of this new style, trades 4 and 5. And it's a very tight entry. It went to like 2.5R almost immediately, but my profit target was here. You see that we just front ran the target by just like 2 points. We go all the way back and we hit break even, and it's like, oh my gosh. And this is how it's going to be. That this is just going to happen. This is simply the nature of trading. But I was happy with this entry. It's a very aggressive entry. Old me wouldn't have taken this, but the new me is, and you can see that it was a clean entry. And here's another example. Come back, break and retest of this teal resi, come down. Also, front ran my like 2.3R profit target by just a few points. I'm going to reduce it tomorrow to like 2R, 2.5R. And then we go so close to break even, and I just barely got stopped out. Break even, and then I come and I'm able to take something out. Final trade of the day, this red channel, and I've never taken a trade like this before, so I'm taking a lot of trades that I never would have taken. But this would have worked out nicely, although this is better. This is what I know this. Once we reclaim the highest channel, this is when the OCBNR, the 1 candle wick, and it's auto. I call it auto because it's right on there. There's no sort of structural error where it breaks out and then it comes back down. And once it goes from red to green, I long. Stop below here, a beautiful trade, sniper entry, very tight risk. I mean, it would have worked beautifully, right? But the mistake here, I mean, I ended up just not taking this. I was done for the day, and I was pretty tilted at this point because I was just like, stupid loss, stupid loss, stupid loss, stupid loss, stupid loss, And to me, I'm like, oh my gosh, what is it that I'm doing? I really don't know. But yeah, because I was telling myself beforehand, like, why am I taking this? In hindsight, it would have worked great. I just got stopped out by a few points, but your stop needs to be below here. Unless you have like a really clear touch up here, and you're already seeing some momentum upwards, like this turning from red to green, then you could long stop below here. But it's so hard, right? Like this also turned from red to green and I long, but I got stopped out by just a wee bit, right? So this I'm okay with this loss. But I think that this would have just been a cleaner entry. I think this I should have waited just for this, and this would have been perfect. I saw this in real time. I was like, oh, that's a gorgeous long. But I was so mad here. I was very tilted with myself. I was thinking like, oh my gosh, I just want to keep going, blah blah blah. And I had to control myself because I knew it's in those moments when those decisions, it's everything. It's everything. Making the right decisions in those moments is more important than all the technical analysis and all the review in the world. You can't tilt. You have to control yourself, and I did, and I stepped away because the dollar value of my loss today, despite what losing 5 trades, the dollar value is the same as my one winning trade yesterday, which was a 5 hour trade, right, or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it was like a 3.5 hour, 4 hour trade. I don't know, but yeah. So I'm I'm trying to find what it is that I want here from this. And I don't want to just completely throw away all of the stuff I've worked for and built and start doing something different. I mean, this is still my edge. It's just that the way I'm entering in those split seconds, in those minutes before, is so different. I mean, you see, like this trade, like a minute or two would have made a world of difference, right? This trade, a minute or two would have made a world of difference. This trade, a minute or two would have made a world of difference. I mean, these are all exactly that, where just a few points, right? But this is where like that ultra precision that Eric has comes in. Um, but yeah, I think I'm gonna be okay. I think I just have to better define what an entry trigger for me now is, what exactly I want to see before I enter, so that I'm not just like. I mean, I did a lot of impulsive trading today, and I was really unhappy with that because I thought I got over that, but it still creeps back, especially with all these changes. I did a lot of okay, go get it, and I'm in the trade, right? And it's things like that where you're just like, well, this isn't me, you know. I'm so much better than this. So why am I dealing with this? You know, I thought I was above this at this point, but I think as traders, it is a constant battle, and I'm gonna fine tune this and we'll make it work. But yeah, moving forward. Anyways, thank you for listening.